Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video, and I want to make a series of videos about EU4, mainly focusing on certain gameplay aspects. And these videos are mainly for players who know all the basics of the game but want to improve their gameplay. There are a few things I want to say in advance about this in general. One thing definitely is that most of these uses of gameplay mechanics I want to suggest in these videos make the game a little bit more micro-intensive. So whilst somebody new to the game will be mainly focused on just learning the mechanics and getting the basics down so that you can fight a war and get technology and basic stuff like this. From a certain point you may want to improve your gameplay, become more efficient and faster, stronger basically. That's what these videos are about, so they're not really for the really top advanced players who want to world conquest in record time or something like this, but more for players who know the basics and want to get some hints, some tips about things they can improve to become a better player. And the mechanic or the use of a certain mechanic I want to talk about in this video is to use the spy network for siege ability. So most people probably don't know, but if you have spy network on attack, you get extra siege ability. And it's 400 spy network, you get plus 20% siege ability, so 20% shorter siege phases. And this, in my opinion, is sometimes overlooked, or something I learned pretty late as well, and realized how important this can be in certain situations and how helpful it was to use the spy network for extra siege ability. I mean, you will usually not easily get 100 spy network on a nation, but it's not hard to get spy network at all, and then have extra siege ability. And the way I use it is that I tend to make a spy network on the nation early, so maybe even before I really start the war. For example, here I'm pretty sure in an England campaign I will go to war against France after the surrender of main event. We can basically already build a spy network. Oh, they don't rival me. That's strange. Right from the start of the game, and when the surrender of main event fires, I can go to war in PU France and start the war with some spy network, maybe 10 or 20 or somewhere around there. And during the war, I keep the spy there, building even more, and then I end up maybe with 50 or 60 in the later stages of the war, and then you're up to 10% extra siege ability already. And this can be really helpful in such a rather difficult war, or at least not easy war in the early game. And here it's especially helpful because you often have situations where you are sieging France down in the north. They may be sieging down the Labour here, or maybe some of your allies who you maybe got to help in this war. Here in this campaign there might be possible to get Castile to help because they are rivaled to France, and I can ally them right from the start. And yeah, maybe you curry favors, or which will be difficult to finish before the surrender of main event, but maybe promise them land or something like this, or yeah, just get them in because they are rivals. And then it's a lot about, or there are often siege races, which the one who wins them gains a significant advantage in this war. And yeah, you can of course increase your chance a lot by already having a spy network on them when you start sieging them. And another thing maybe to mention regarding the use of this mechanic is that after the war you maybe have 50 spy network on the nation you just fought against, maybe conquered some land of them. That's not really for this PU war, but for other wars you took some land and then you have borders with them, and then you can of course use the spy network to directly fabricate claims. So it's not just for the siege ability in this situation. It also has some effect on AE of the tech, so this is also helpful in the France situation, but yeah, that's maybe not what this video is about. This is really about the siege ability, and yeah, I want to make clear that this is not situational in terms of just England against France, especially in the early game. Many situations where this can be really helpful. For example, if you fight Morocco, they have a mountain fort level 3. When you're, for example, Castile, Portugal, Aragon, some techs many people play, you often have not the easiest war against Morocco and Tunis, where you start off with having to siege down this mountain fort where they have all the armies intact and might attack you. So you put down maybe 20,000 men on the mountain fort, and then it takes 3 years to siege it down. And yeah, in fact, you can easily get it a few months earlier if you have a spy network on Morocco and some amount of spy network, and then of course you can also start sieging down the next level 3 mountain fort of their vessel earlier, which will then again be a shorter siege. Here we have another level 3 highland fort, so in all these situations you really want to shorten the siege, which drains manpower, money, and yeah, stops you from doing anything else productive, starting the next war, preparing, and so on. So in my opinion, there are many situations. Another example might be Austria, where you PU Bohemia and you want to be quick about Prague. You also know this quite early, although there you have a lot of use for your diplomats fulfilling their missions. So that might be not be the best example, but still. Generally one can say using your diplomats efficiently is, I guess, generally something that people can improve on who are now secure regarding the basics of the game and want to improve the gameplay. And yeah, this is a great aspect of that. Also using spy network for siege ability, and yeah, there are of course other situations where your diplomats are better used elsewhere. That's for sure as well. Where you have to improve with a subject which might be disloyal, or where you want to fabricate claims to start a war in the first place, or want to improve relations with countries that might join the coalition if you don't. And so this is of course a bit of a luxury thing. Your strategy really shouldn't depend on it, but if you do it effectively throughout the whole campaign, I think it has a significant effect on your success, on your strength of your country, and so on, and generally the efficiency of the wars is a really important aspect. I think these are all the aspects I really wanted to mention. Thanks for listening, and the next video should come up soon. Bye.